And same thing, if this one was 100, this one was 13, which is below the 15, I want to say, okay, this is okay, this is below, but maybe if I reduce it to not half, but maybe 90%, I can make even a better ACOS, okay? Because even if it's profitable, I want to make more money. Strong. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. One of my subscribers asked me to create a video on how to create Amazon ad. So this is what we're gonna do today. First of all, if it's your first time, welcome. My name is Olivier, and I'm trying my best to give you very good information so that you can grow with Mesh by Amazon. Let's go right into it. First of all, what we have to understand, we have two important concepts in terms of Amazon advertising. We have the ACOS and we have the profit margin. The ACOS is basically the advertising cost of sale. It is a percentage of how much you spent on ads in relation to the revenue you generated from them. For the ACOS, you don't need to worry about it. When we go to Amazon, it's automatically calculated by Amazon. So you will see the number. You don't need to worry about it. We're gonna calculate the break-even ACOS. Okay. The break-even ACOS is again the profit margin. What we have to do is, let's say for example you have a $5 profit, you divide it by the sale price, you will have a 25% profit margin, which is your break-even ACOS as well. So in my example right there, if I'm selling my t-shirt at $15.99 and I'm making $2.21, if I take the calculator here and I type in $2.21 divided by $15.99, this will make 0.1382. So the break-even ACOS is gonna be $13.82. Okay, if I'm selling my t-shirt at $19.99, I'm making $5.23. So my break-even ACOS is gonna be $5.23 divided by $19.99. So 0.2616. So my break-even ACOS is gonna be 2616%. Okay. Once I have this number, this 2616, if I'm selling my t-shirt at $19.99, so making $5.23 profit, what I want my ACOS to be below this profit margin percentage. Okay, I want my ACOS to be below the 25% in this case, or I want my ACOS to be below the 2616. This is very important. Even before you create your first ad, you have to know exactly this break-even ACOS. Now let's go to Amazon and we're gonna create our first ad. I will create this ad from my KDP ads account, but the principle is the same for KDP, for Mesh by Amazon, and any other Amazon that you have. Okay, if it's SB, FBA, and so on, the principle is the same. As you can see on my KDP campaign here, I have two lottery campaign. Okay, basically a lottery campaign is a campaign where you are putting all your ASIN in there. Me, I divided into two different type of lottery. As you can see here, I have lottery for all my books created up to October 26. Okay, and on the second one, I created another lottery campaign, but only for the books that have a review. Okay, which I check when I see that this book has a review. So I create separate campaign for the book with review, and this one contains everything with review, no review, and so on. So if you want to create a new campaign, what you're gonna do, you're gonna go to create, click on sponsored project. We're gonna work only on this side. Click on the continue. You give the name. If it's a lottery campaign that you want to create, you're gonna call it lottery. Okay. And if you are doing like me, if today is December 16, you're gonna see all up to December 16, 2021. Why it's important? Because if you are uploading daily, you may have a new t-shirt or books the day after and so on. So you want to grab the new one in other campaign if you are doing it. Okay. Now, starting date, you want to start today, but most of the time, if it's night, for example, like today, it's 8:49, like at the time I'm doing this video, you can start the day after, okay, like the 17th at midnight. Now, daily budget. Daily budget is very important because we are doing advertising. So you have to put here the amount that you are willing to lose, because what we are doing here is basically asking Amazon to use our budget on a daily basis, show to people, and hopefully we can make sale. Okay, but people may see our ad, may click on it, but don't buy. If they see, they click and don't buy, we are charged for nothing. Okay, that's why it's important to put here a budget that you are willing to pay. If you don't want to lose money, don't do an ad. But if you want to give a chance to your money to make some profit, then you have to do it. If you just start, I suggest you to start with $2, for example. I can start with $5 on the daily budget. When I start a new campaign, I'm giving a $5. Now for lottery campaign, we're gonna leave here to automatic. Okay. Now campaign bid strategy, we're gonna go to dynamic bid down only. Okay. This is the one I only use. This is the only one I use. I don't go to up and down and so on. I just use the dynamic bid down only. Now adjustment placement, I usually leave it at 100 and 100. Okay, what this part is doing basically, it's gonna show us, for example, if your bid that you are willing to pay is 75, Amazon can increase up to 150. Okay, just to put your ad on first page, on top of the first page. Okay, and if you put for product page 0.75, Amazon can increase for you up to 150 for product page. Okay, I usually leave it at 100, but we're gonna reduce this 0.75. Okay, for our first. Then you're gonna go to standard ad. Okay, standard ad. Group name here, you can give the same name that you have here, lottery. Okay, gonna put it there. Then you're gonna choose now your product. If it's a t-shirt and so on, you can click, but I'm gonna just do this book, for example. I click on this one. Let's say this is the only one I want to advertise. I'll do this one, but as I say, for lottery campaign, you have to select everything. All your ASIN, you put it in there. In KDP, you can select all of them one by one. But in Mesh by Amazon, if you want to do it for all your t-shirt, I highly encourage you to use the Productor Mesh extension. So when you're in Productor, you go to the Productor Manage here, and you will be able to export all your ASIN. Okay. So you add all your items. Now the default bid, what you're gonna do for the default bid, you're gonna start by 0.05. Okay, 0.05. Even if Amazon is suggesting you to enter 0.47 or any other amount, just start with 0.05. Okay, and you're gonna see that Amazon will go up to 0.10 to put our ads on the top of the first page. Okay, and same thing, 0.10 product page. If you enter here, for example, 50%, you're gonna go up to 0.8 and so on. But as I say, I'd always leave it to 0 or to 100 when I start for a new campaign. 100. I put it here 0.05. Okay, now you're gonna launch your campaign. and you're gonna leave it run for at least 1 week. Okay, you don't touch, you do nothing, you just look at it. You already decided to spend $5 per day, so this means that after 7 days, if Amazon was able to use the $5 per day, 5 multiplied by 7, you're gonna spend $35. But most of the time, you won't even use the $35 in full, the $5 per day, because the bid is so low. So Amazon will show only to few people. Okay, this happened to me. This is what I did. After 1 week, you're gonna look the number that you have right there. If you don't have all these columns, what you're gonna do is to click on the column here, customize column, and you're gonna click basically on anything. Okay, you're gonna add anything. Okay, these are new items that they just added, new, and so on. But the most important for me are the impression, click-through rate, spend, cost per click, order, sales, ACOS. Most important, ACOS for me, and spend as well, because I like to see how much I spend. Now let's assume that this is after 1 week. I have this number, and maybe this here is 2 weeks. I want to just reduce it to 1 week. Let's say it's 16. Let's say I'm going to set from the 9 to the 16. Okay, and you're going to look the number that you have here. If I take this first one, lottery all books, don't worry about the $100. This is a paper that I'm willing to pay $100 per day for that, but I never reach even, as you can see, only $6 was spent. Okay, for this from 1 week. 1 week, only $6 spent. Okay, so it's because this campaign is very profitable. That's why I have this budget very high. So what you're gonna do then is to look the number. You remember our 26.16 for books here. For me, I make around 1.48 profit per book. Okay, so if I divide by 5.99, most of my books I'm selling them at 5.99. So my profit margin, so my break-even ACOS is then 24%. Let's say 24.70. Okay, multiply by 100, you have that 24.70. Okay, so as long as my ACOS, which is right there, and in this case 241%, is below the 24.70, this means that I'm making money with this ad. Okay, and this is very important. I'm making money with this ad. If my ACOS was greater than the 24.70, let's say 25, if the ACOS number right down there was greater than this 24, means that with these ads I'm losing money. Okay, I'm losing money. So our focus, we want our ACOS to be below the profit margin. Okay, now it may happen that the ACOS is going to be greater than the profit margin. This means that yes, I'm losing money with the ad, and this is very important, but it's not always a bad thing if I lose money with the ad, and I'm going to explain why. Let's say on this example, if I take the second one, yes, I'm still profitable, but let's assume that my break-even ACOS was only 15%. Okay, so we can see that here is 20.39, and I have an ACOS, I have a break-even ACOS of 15. So with the ad, I'm losing money. Because you are making sale, as long as, so I was saying that it's not always a bad thing, because as long as you are getting clicks and a few sales, Amazon will rank higher your product. Therefore, you will end up with a good organic rank. Okay, because remember, we want visibility on our product. This is the objective of the ad. Yes, making money with the ad, but also have our product to be visible. And As we can see here in my example, my products were visible and I made a few sales. That's why I'm saying right there, even if the ACoS is greater than the profit margin, it's not a bad thing, because Amazon will rank my product higher and I will end up with a good organic ranking. Of course, our objective number one is to have an ACoS lower than the break-even ACoS or the profit margin. But if this ends up like in the second case that I showed, I can continue. Now let's optimize. Let's say this one is losing, this one is I'm making money, okay? But this one, as I said in our example, let's say I'm losing money. My break-even ACoS is 15, but my ACoS that Amazon showed me is 39. What I'm gonna do to optimize this campaign, I won't touch the budget. This is not the first thing to do. What you're gonna do, you're gonna click on the campaign, and you can do multiple things here. You're gonna go to the placement. You're gonna click on placement. It's 100, 100, and I see that the 34 is greater than the 15. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna reduce this one to 50, because I want to cut in half. I no more want Amazon to increase my bid 100% to be in the top of the first page. I want only to increase 50%. So hopefully next week when I check again, I want to see this ACoS go down. And same thing, if this one was 100, this one was 13, which is below the 15, I want to say, okay, this is okay, this is below, but maybe if I reduce it to not half but maybe 90%, I can make even a better ACoS, okay? Because even if it's profitable, I want to make more money. So I'm going to reduce it to 90, okay? And I'm going to see if I can reduce this this is further, even if it's only a bit, because you remember the other ACoS for the other campaign I was at 2%, okay? So I'm going to reduce it a bit. Then you change your number like that for this one, and you leave it again. But you can do another thing, and you leave it again for 1 week. Okay? After 1 week, you do the same exercise. You came. Let's say after 1 week, my number are the same, or still 34, 13. Okay? What I'm gonna do right now, if I go to the ad group, I'm gonna click now on the lottery campaign. Okay, let's go back here just to make things easier for you guys. After 1 week, after my first change, I see that the number are the same. I'm still my ACoS here is still 20. This one is still profitable. So I'm gonna try to again work on this second one, because it's still not profitable. I click on this one. If you remember the first time, we click on this ad placement and the placement here. But for this time, we will leave it on the ad group, and I'm going to click on the lottery on the name here. And after that, I will see all my product down there. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on the targeting. Okay, click on targeting, and I want to check these numbers that we have right there. I can see we have close match, loose match, substitute, and complement. And I'm going to do the same exercise that I did the other side. For close match, I'm going to see which one is losing money. I can see that for the first one, close match, 29, while my break-even ACoS is 15. So I want to reduce this 0.10. I no more want 0.10. I'm going to reduce it maybe to 0.8. Okay, 0.08. And I'm going to save it. This one is 11%. I'm going to leave it like that because it's below 15. Okay. And this one is 22, which is greater than the 15. What I'm going to do is to reduce it from 0.1 to 0.08. And I'm going to save it again. So this is the second week, and I did this exercise. I'll reduce it a bit. And you leave it again for 1 week. Okay. Because we want to let Amazon do his thing, managing our ads and so on. So every single week, let's say you start the first Saturday, you're gonna say like every Tuesday or every Monday, depending on what you want. But today it's Thursday for me, so I'm gonna say every Thursday. I used to do it every Saturday or every Sunday for me. Every Sunday night, I will come into my ad and check if I have to do some few adjustments. Following week, you come again, you look your ads. If the ones that are profitable, you leave them like that. The ones that are not, you're gonna do the same exercise. Now, one thing important as well, and even you can do that on the first week. Okay, you're gonna click on the one that is not profitable, and what you're gonna do, you're gonna go to lottery. So once you do that on the second week, after adjusting here your numbers, you're gonna go to search term. Search term is very important because it's gonna show you the search that the customer made to find your design. Okay, what you're gonna do with this list is to look if there is any search term that is really not related to your design, and the ones that are not related to your design at all, you're gonna include them in the negative targeting. Okay, so you're gonna check all the search term. You're gonna see, even you can see that sometimes people click on my ad from product. You're gonna see if there is any product that is not really linked to your product, to your design that you created, and you can include them in the negative targeting. Because for negative targeting, you can either enter negative keyword or negative product. So let's say this one, I don't want my ad to appear on this ASIN. I'm gonna copy that and I'm gonna include it in the negative targeting and in terms of product. Okay, what you can do on this side is to sort it from the one that is taking you a lot of money. I'm gonna check this one, for example. You check the first one is taking your money, but this one is, I have sales with this one, so I'm gonna leave it. This one, it took me 0.63, but I see no sales. So what I'm gonna do, I can include this one, for example, in the negative one. But what I do most of the time, I'm gonna check the one that spend like up to $1 with no sales, and then add them as a negative keyword. But in this case, it's not even $1 yet, so I'm gonna leave it run for a few weeks. So this is what you're gonna do with your campaign when you want to create a campaign. If you have any other question, or if you want me to explain deeper how to do a certain thing, please let me know in the comment. Thank you for your time and have a nice day.